All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Benjamin, and I'm the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. And yes, APC and TINUBU have come out to respond to the Amnesty International. They said the killings in USA are even worse than the killings in Nigeria. And Nigerians blast Pastor Paul Adefarasin for celebrating TINUBU's suspension and arrest of former CBN governor Emefiele. They say na that one is sabi. When they kill Christians in the north, they talk. When there was so much violence and all the anomalies that took place in the last elections, see am. Now where in interest today, now in mind day. Oh, but before I break down these two updates, let me quickly show you what the ASU president, Mr. Osodeke, said about the student loan. He came out and said the student loan should be converted to grants for Nigerians, that federal government should come up with more creative ways of investing in education other than tying students down with loan. See as in TikTok.
Creative means of funding education than who brings students who pay 30,000 naira a month with a loan. Let me give you an example. In 1993, when the military attacked the loan, that was the student bank, 1993, we negotiated with government.
Yes, you heard him. Government should come up with creative ways of funding education other than tying students down with loans. And this generated mixed reactions amongst the public because, ASU is not really in the good books of Nigerians, especially the students. Check out some of the tweet reactions to what he said. This tweet said, "The Loan Act targets deserve grants in earnest. The loan's stringent conditions are uncalled for." Yes, get some conditions where they attached the things where you need to provide. It go hard poor people to be able to provide those things. And this particular tweet said, "I will support any policy that ASU opposed. Trust anything they say at your own risk." I talk am now. This now one of the students where ASU strike don't deal with. This tweet said, "For the first time, ASU is fighting for the students, but grant is also not a good idea. Just use the money to continue education subsidy, and that's all." This is a brilliant one. A lot of people believe that the student loan initiative may lead to the removal of subsidy on education in Nigeria. Most people don't even know that education is subsidized. And when they remove that subsidy, the kind school fees where people go start to pay, maybe now only rich men children now ain't go fit they go university. And people are saying, why not encourage primary and secondary school education? If you really want people to get education, it should be primary and secondary school, not going up to go and start from university. On to the issue of the response of TINUBU and APC to the Amnesty International. Now, this is what happened. The Amnesty International came out to complain about the killings in Nigeria. And the People's Gazette reported it like this. Amnesty International decried incessant killings nationwide since President Bola Tinubu assumed office on May 29th, estimating the number of deaths across Plateau, Benue, Sokoto, and Zamfara to be over 120. So as they talk this thing, Naim Bayo Ononuga and other APC people come vex. They say, why is Amnesty International biased? They said over 20,000 people were killed in U.S.A. in the last 5 months. That's why is Amnesty International not concerned about that one? Why it be say na Nigeria own na in they carry for head? And people were like, what is there if they call your attention to your citizens losing lives? Is that not a call for you to tighten your belt? Are you supposed to be concerned about what is happening in other countries? And Nigerians really did not like that response that came from the APC and TINUBU. And here are some of the tweet reactions to that response. This one said, "So killings don't turn competition for Nigeria." This one said, "Omo, this response no be am at all. So it means that Nigerian government is not interested in all the killings going on in the country." And this tweet said, So we are competing with how many humans are killed per country. Human lives are wasted daily in Nigeria, but again, the government looks away. Sad. And this one said, we should be ashamed of this response to the Amnesty International. Where exactly are we heading to as a country, for God's sake? This one said, carry on with your killing, Jare. You told us already you are to uphold Buhari's legacy. He only supervised 63,000 killings. I believe you will do more than him. Hey! This tweet said, wow, I hope they compare themselves to America in other areas. Criminals. And this one said, once it is negative, APC government will compare Nigeria with U.S.A. But once it concerns development, them no go compare. Criminality in Nigeria is top-notch. That is it. Nigerians are not happy. They said people, they die for your country. They gave you a number, came up with statistics. Instead of you to come up with encouraging words, to start talking about how you are going to nip that situation in the bud. No be say this thing start today. For so many years, these killings have been going on in this country and Nigerians have really suffered. And instead of you to start talking of ways to tackle this thing, you are seeing it as an attack on your image. You are seeing it as a dent on your image. When is the government of this country going to learn how to accept criticisms? And this is the same path that Buhari took. And Nigerians suffered for long. Now it make people, they say, mandate, we go recover mandate, because there is no trust in anyone else. Now, onto the issue of Pastor Paul Adefarasin, who was attacked, blasted by Nigerians. Now, Pastor Paul came on his pulpit during a church service and he said, the greatest news I heard since the beginning of this administration is that a certain individual who misguided and deformed the wealth of this nation has been arrested and he has been fired. And his church members cheered. Then he went ahead and said, it is a sign from heaven that something is about to happen in our nation. There are many believers under the sound of my voice, and a new thing is about to happen. And Nigerians came and said, why is this man talking like this? Nigerians were not having it at all. They were angry. They said, when Christians are being killed in the north, we don't hear your voice. When the whole violence took place during the election, the whole anomalies that took place, we didn't hear your voice. But this is the same you that was criticizing, telling Nigerians to get a plan B because of how the country was being run by the APC government. Yes, you championed the plan B course, and since then, people can't dey jackpot the more. And now, you are saying that waiting happen now because they catch a Emefiele. You say a new thing is about to happen. You say it's a great thing. Because your interest is now represented. We can see it clearly now. We are not fools. Hi, this is shameful. And Nigerians were very angry. They spoke harshly. Check out some of the tweet reactions to what he said. And this tweet said, because the money policy affected church offering too. This one said, the fakest pastor. He never for once spoke up against what Nigerian Christians are going through in the north. This particular tweet said, everyone knows where he stands all along, but God shall vindicate Peter Obi. And this tweet said, even God didn't allow David build the temple because his hands were stained with blood because of the many battles he fought. I blame the people who listen to pastors without reading their Bibles completely. Adefarasin is a gym instructor and a motivational speaker. He is not a man of God. You see, as Nigerians, they vex, especially the youths, because it has now come to a point where influential people are now afraid to speak the truth to power. With everything that happened in the last elections, with the whole killings, with the whole anomalies, this man has not said anything about it. The next thing you are coming to talk about is that Emefiele has been arrested. as if Emefiele was acting alone, as if it is not the same APC government that retained him there and did nothing when he was scattering the country. Did you hear APC ever complain about the harsh conditions that Nigerians were going through under Buhari? They kept on praising him. Some people even say they will continue from where he stopped. But you don't see anything to talk about all those ones. Now to come out now, come the praise person, say he catch Emefiele. You leave the major issues, you are now chasing frivolities. That is why when Christ the King Church came out yesterday to say that Nigerian youths are morally bankrupt, the youths came after them. They said, how about the aged people? How about the adults, the people in their 40s and 50s in Nigeria? That the youths are even the ones speaking truth to power. Say many of una where they even spoil this country. Now old people una be. Now they do drugs. Now they steal the country money. Now they plunder the country treasury. They destroy the country resources. People where they collect subsidy money that are holding this country down in austerity, in poverty. Are they not old people? Are they not aged people? Are aged people not the reason why the country does not have refineries? They can't get our refineries to work. But every time, now young people una go dey blame. Now it make respect don't they vanish from this country. Anyway, make I leave am here. Today now Monday. Make we go out. Make we go work. The tribunal resumes today. And it's another great day in court for His Excellency Peter Obi and his team of beautiful, intelligent, magnificent, and extraordinarily hardworking lawyers. And we go there and we go bring updates for una later. Make I forfeit continue to dey bring una updates. I need to enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political updates wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So don't go away.